you just mentioned the Wayback Machine. So for people that don't know, it's the thing that records the history of everything ever posted on the internet. And you're talking about this recent Veritas piece where they secretly recorded this Pfizer executive and
Precisely.
and what did you say? Are they actually going back and
Oh, so
altering?
there is actually a documented accord now between the Wayback people that run the Wayback Machine and the U.S. intelligence community. And the for instance, one of the things that was fascinating, you may recall all of the controversy around the American issue of the Hunter Biden laptop that was purported to be a fake by the New York Times, among others, as opposed to, I think it was the New York Post that broke the story. And so you ended up with a little crosstown shooting match there. And the decision was made and it's now documented in Twitter and of course across all media that this Hunter Biden laptop story was fake news and it should be suppressed. And so initial articles that had been posted were literally wiped from the Wayback Machine as part of that agreement that exists now, that the U.S. government and the intelligence community and presumably I Five Eyes can go in, like they edit Wikipedia very aggressively, by the way, and delete entries that are not in the national interest, national security interest.
Wow.
And in the case of the Hunter Biden laptop, what was fascinating about that is when it then became the approved narrative that in fact it was real, then Wayback Machine was caught repopulating those articles that they had previously taken down. So in the case of this recent dust up between Veritas, I'm trying to be neutral in my language here, between Veritas and Pfizer with that recorded kind of honey trap strategy that they do with this global director level person responsible for RNA vaccine strategies. Within hours, all records of that gentleman and his college career, et cetera, had been completely wiped off the internet, including off the Wayback Machine. And then, I talked about this in a recent essay, the cascade of events that occurred. It was fascinating to watch. It demonstrated the incredible power of Pfizer, or I should really say Pfizer Reuters, because they're closely tied to each other. And, for instance, your own Daily Mail, one of the largest circulating publications in the world, put out an article about the Veritas drop within, minutes, it seemed. And then within an hour, that was deleted. And only people that had screenshot it still could show a record that, in fact, it had been on the Daily Mail. And then there was absolute press blackout globally on that story until really the alternative media and podcasters like you and I spoke about it. And then Tucker Carlson, I had pinged Tucker about the story before it ever broke. He's a buddy, and give him a heads up. And so the following day, after they had done their diligence, because there was one of the kind of dark arts that was circulated was that this gentleman was a fake, and this was all fraudulent. And
For
he
people
didn't
that
actually
haven't
work for
seen
Pfizer.
it, could you just describe what they recorded and what had happened in that? I think it might be good to have some context.
So in this, and I do recommend, although apparently the YouTube video has been dropped from YouTube after a crazy number of views, 8 million or something, but you can still find it on Rumble and other platforms
Twitter,
if
it's
you
on
look
there
for.
as well, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's primary on Twitter. A lot of those are links to the YouTube, and Twitter is now not playing nice with YouTube in a fascinating twist of events. So what it involves, Project Veritas here in the United States takes as a mission. It's a I guess it's a nonprofit funded by donations, and it seeks to uncover government corruption in particular, and it uses a particular strategy repeatedly in its modern embodiment. It got caught kind of with its fingers in the cookie jar a few years ago and got in trouble with some editing of videos. But in the modern embodiment with James O'Keefe, they're specialists in what I think is probably familiar to a British audience, these terms, honey traps. The use of attractive journalists of some type that are in some way sexually attractive to whoever the target is, and they often get the target for the investigation into a bar or some other environment where they're loosened up with alcohol or whatever the substance is, and then are caught with surreptitious taping that they were unaware of. And this is absolutely the strategy that was deployed here. O'Keefe, who's in charge of Veritas, acknowledges that this is a deceptive practice that he employs at Veritas, but his justification is he's trying to capture deceptive people. And so you have his justification is one has to resort to deception in order to capture and uncover deception. So bottom line is this young, fairly recent University of Texas medical graduate by way of undergraduate at Yale, who's African-American and apparently gay, based on, I'm not casting aspersions, I'm just describing the scene, based on the fact that he refers to this as a date with the journalist in a subsequent recording. The journalist is an ex-Pfizer employee who's male, so there's that. And this global worldwide director level person, 3 down from Boria, or some say 2 down in terms of the organizational chart, from the CEO of Pfizer, is very outspoken, very casual, cavalier, really, about describing things like regulatory capture, the revolving door, and most notably, what has a lot of people twisted up is his casual description of what is gain-of-function research by the U.S. federal definitions being performed at Pfizer in a program apparently designed to try to anticipate future viral evolution of escape mutants, so that they can prepare vaccines against those future potential escape mutants that they've generated through a number of methods that the gentleman refers to as directed evolution. But it's really just a euphemism. And I dove into this because there had been a Stat News article published a number of months ago that actually described what was being done at Pearl River, New York, and in Texas at University of Texas Medical Branch by Pfizer. And it absolutely meets the criteria of gain-of-function research with the coronavirus.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.